If someone genuinely likes you, why should they test you? Shouldn't attraction make things easier? Shouldn't feelings create trust? Yet many people find themselves being tested. And sometimes this testing is very subtle, while sometimes it's very obvious. Today we are exploring why people test people they like and why not all testing actually mean the same thing. My name is Astod and this is Astod Psyche. This is a channel where we talk about modern dating, human and relationship psychology through the lens of psychological facts. We don't do manipulation, neither do we teach people how to play games, but rather we teach people how to be the best of themselves and how to attract the best partner for themselves for a healthy and long-lasting relationship. Without much ado, let's dive into this video. One of the biggest misconceptions in dating is that testing is manipulation, but it's not always true. It's not always the case. Some people test from a place of insecurity. Some people test from a place of fear. Some people test from a place of caution. While some people test from a place of the desire for control. And it's very, very important that you know the difference between these tests so that you don't lose a very, very important person in your life. In this video, we're looking at 4 main tests that play out in modern dating and relationships so that you'll be able to decipher or identify the type of testing you are currently passing through in your relationship and know if it's something you should stay with in the short term because it's still going to end, or if it's a relationship that you should run away from. The first type of testing that we'll be looking at is testing for safety. Now, when someone likes you, they become emotionally vulnerable. And what do I mean by emotionally vulnerability? Emotional vulnerability is basically a state of weakness. When a lady tries to become feminine, or when a man tries to be soft around you, they become vulnerable. They discuss their deepest secret with you. They talk about their weaknesses and their strengths. They talk about what has really made them happy and what has really made them sad in their life. And vulnerability is scary because a lot of people can use it against you to manipulate you. And a lot of people that test for safety is because probably they have been hurt before. So they test you not in a bit to control you, but in a bit to know if you are the person that they can trust or feel safe around. And because of this, they test you. And such kind of testing are usually for the short term, just for them to create that trust and feel safe around you. Now, people that test for safety tries to watch if your words match with your action. They try to see if you are reliable. They try to see if you can be trusted. Those are the ways people that test for safety usually do. They try to see if you're a man or a woman of your word. Another reason why people test in relationships is that they want to see if you are consistent, which is called a test of consistency. Because a lot of people have had various experiences in the past where people promise one thing and they do something else. So people are always conscious in relationships, not wanting to give their all so easy and early in a relationship. So they want to be able to confirm if you're a man of your word on a long run. So they check and test your behavior. They watch you. If you say what you do and if you do what you say, they want to know. So they do certain things and say certain things just in a bid to see if you'll be consistent. You know, a lot of time when people that lie a lot in relationship, they forget that they have said certain things in a certain way, And so such people will try to ask you to reconfirm what you had said earlier or in the past to see if your words will be the same. They also try to also watch if your actions will be consistent with what you have done in the past. The third type of testing that people experience in modern dating and relationship is a testing from insecurity. At least a testing from a place of fear. Now, this kind of testing is very common, but it's a very, very dangerous one. It's a very, very unhealthy type of testing. Because nothing you would do that will be satisfied or satisfying to such kind of people. Such kind of people are people that have very low self-worth. So they doubt your love for them. If you are being caring and loving, they feel you are trying to get the good part of them or trying to get something from them. They don't feel like they deserve that love. They feel like they are not enough. They don't see themselves as, so they usually want to test you, test you up to your breaking point because they are doubting, always doubting whatever it is you are doing. So they keep testing and keep testing without stop, not because they are learning something new or they are trying to observe something, but because they are so scared. They are working in fear. Nothing you would do that will be enough. You know, some time ago, I once had a staff that said something, and what she said was that she does not believe that a man will not cheat. So now, what it implies is that she even said it that if she eventually gets married, that she does not really care if the man cheats. Or she cannot say that the man is not cheating. What she can only say is that he should not bring the girl home. Now, such kind of person will keep testing you just to prove your loyalty because she already has it in her mind that you will always cheat. So no matter what you do, no matter what you try to do to prove to her, there's still that doubt, there's still that unbelief that you are not going to cheat. So that kind of testing is a testing from a place of insecurity, and it comes from a place of fear because nothing that you would ever do will be enough. They will keep testing you and they'll keep needing reassurance. You needing to tell them you are the sugar in my tea, you are the love of my life. Without you, I cannot breathe. Without you, I cannot, like, deceptive kind of things. That is what fuels them. They need to constantly remind them. So those kind of people are very, very insecure, and it is not advisable for you to remain in such kind of relationship, except those kind of people take some time to heal from whatever it is that has happened to them in the past that has created that insecurity, or whatever it is that is their own problem. Because some people, it's not about what anybody has done to them in the past, but because this low self-worth, this low self-esteem that they have about themselves, they don't see themselves as being a valuable person. They don't see themselves as somebody that's needing love naturally, or that anybody should even show love naturally. They see themselves as a person that will only deserve love when they manipulate the other person. That's how those kind of people see themselves. So those kind of testing, they are very, very unhealthy, and you really need to take some time away from such kind of people to heal, or better still, just leave the relationship as a whole. The fourth type of testing that we'll be looking, and the final one is testing for control. Now, not all testing is innocent. Some people test because they want power. They want to be able to control you. They want to be able to have certain influence over you. They want to see some people, and those kind of people usually call it love. So they want to test your love. They want to see, whereas it is not love. They are not testing if you love them. They are testing to see if you even have a boundary at all, if they can control you. It's a very, very manipulative kind of testing, because they are not testing for connection, but they are testing to have power over you, to have control over you. So they want to see how much you will tolerate. They want to see the limit of your boundaries, if you even have boundaries at all. So they keep testing you up to your breaking point, up to your like to your last. And those kind of testing are very, very unhealthy, very, very unhealthy. And that's why you need to understand which of these testing you are currently experiencing, so you know if you should just opt out of such a relationship, because those people are not healthy people emotionally. They need to work on themselves. You see, the testing for of that comes from a place of insecurity and the testing for control, they are very, very unhealthy type of testing. So such kind of people need to take time away and heal, and like, you understand, to kind of brush themselves up emotionally. So it is not advisable to be in such kind of relationship, because you will never be enough for such a person. You will keep trying and trying and trying, but will never be enough. Not all tests are manipulation. Some tests comes from a place of fear and is disguised as caution. Some tests are healthy, and those are tests that come from a place of safety. They test you to be able to feel safe around you, to know if you're someone that they can rely on or relax on. And some tests are in an attempt to build trust. Healthy relationship will definitely thrive beyond testing, because such kind of testing are very, very short, because they are actually trying to create trust in you. And once they have gotten that trust in you, the testing definitely reduces drastically, even though it does not stop completely. So those are the types, those are the 4 types of testing that mostly exist in a relationship. And we have come to the end of today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to anybody you feel will need this information. We are a new channel and we are trying to get subscribers. Kindly hit the subscribe button and share to your loved ones. My name is Astod, and this is Astod Psyche. Hit the subscribe button so you get notified every single time we post another video. Till next time, bye for now.